What up, talkboxes out there, or soon-to-be talkboxes out there? I'm going to go over today what is a talkbox. So we're going to go over the simple basics of what a talkbox is, where to find one, how to use one, where to get one, and what to do with one. The first thing I want to talk to you guys about is a Rocktron Banshee. I started that when I first started. The Rocktron Banshee, it's pretty cheap. I paid about $149 for it. May have raised the price since then. That's what I started out with. Now I'm just going to go over the basics of the talkbox, and I'll get into deeper, things about the custom talkbox. Not a ghetto one, but a custom one. But we're going to go over the Rocktron Banshee here. Okay, a lot of people ask me, what's that tube in my mouth? Well, the tube is just a basic tube like this. I went out, I redid all my stuff. You'll get a black tube, a basic black tube. It's pretty big. Now, with the Rocktron Banshee, you're gonna get like this plastic metal or plastic big tube, and then you have the tiny tube. You stick it in that big tube. You'll get the power, of course, and then you get like a simple instruction manual. When I first started, it really didn't help me. I just had to do it on my own. But if you're doing it for guitars, it's a different thing. It's very simple for a guitar. You just plug it in your amp or wherever you need to go, and use the switch button to turn it to amp, turn it to speaker. But I'll get into that more. What this Banshee does is, it's like I said, it's a talk box, and it's pretty good for a beginner. I have to say it's pretty good. If you want to start out, get it. And there's a heel talk box. There's tons of other talk boxes out there you'd have to go online and search for, but I say if you want to make your life easier, a quicker way where they sell more of these, and you can just go on Google and search it, and there instantly you can find one. Get the Banshee. So I'm going to try to explain to you what the talk box is. The talk box is pretty simple. It's like a speaker, right? You take a speaker, say like out of your car, and you put it in like a bowl. It's got a compression driver in here. You put it in a bowl, say you wrap that bowl around, and you stick it in the hole, okay? And the only sound that should come out should come through the tube, okay? A lot of people ask us, do you really sing? Are you like having to sing? No. What that does is that sound comes out and it goes through the tube, and you put your mouth in the tube. Simple as that. Now, do you say the words? No. You mouth the words. You simply just like this. Like that. You mouth the words. Now I will get into another video of how to enunciate. Not in this video, so if you want to know how to enunciate, wait till the next video, or if you're watching this probably like a month later, I'll put there should thing pop up and then tell you click on here for enunciation. But anyway, back to the what it is. A lot of people ask me, this is a big no for a lot of you guys. Do I have to run it through a mixer? No. Everybody thinks that my voice runs through a mixer. Would you plug, electrical thing in your ear and plug it to a mixer just so you can talk? No. It's just like me talking to you right now. You talk into it, and you have to talk into a mic. Once again, I've got to stress it to a lot of people. A lot of people say that do I need a mixer? No, you don't. So back to the Banshee. We're going to go over how to use it. Now, if you look at the Banshee here, we have our gain on the far left side, our tone in the middle, and we have our output on the far right. Okay, I crank up my output all the way up. Okay, you want to crank it all the way up to about 5 o'clock, as far as it goes. In your tune, I always crank it up all the way too. A lot of the times, if I don't want to be too loud or if it bothers me, I crank it up to the middle. But all the time I do that. A lot of people ask me, well, the gain, it's not. I'm not happy with the gain, because you can turn it all the way up and you hear that noise. Here's a trick with the gain. Test out your speakers, constantly play it, kinda tilt it a little bit towards 7 o'clock, right? And bam, you get the perfect, crisp, clear sound for your Rocktron Banshee. Alright? Now we're gonna go into what do I use to plug in. A lot of people ask me, do I need a synth keyboard? Do I need like any kind of keyboard? No. When I first started, I used my TR-61. When I very first started, my talkbox it was a Korg Triton, the workstation, the basic one, the 6.1. Do I have to have a synth? No, but it is good to have a synth. I suggest you get anywhere from like what I've got. You can go to the DX100. Everybody, and I just want to make this clear with everybody. People constantly say the DX100 is exactly Roger Troutman's voice. No, it's not. Originally, it was I believe the Moog was the very first one he used. A lot of people say, well, the DX100 only carries the voice right. No. I've heard a lot of people on the microKORG, even my sound that I use on the microKORG is not even close to what I've heard people use on their microKORG for Roger Troutman. It's amazing. You can beat Roger Troutman on any keyboard. A lot of people want to say no. I'm telling you, I've seen tons of people besides what I use. I've seen them with R3s. I've seen them with a Yamaha. I actually saw someone with a Yamaha or a Yamaha motif. The weird one, I saw someone with the Roland. I forgot what version, but it was the latest Roland keyboard out there. It was just a sequencer keyboard, and they sounded just like Roger Troutman. And my goal here is be you. Try to do your own patches here. Like I'm trying to say, if you know how to use it, try to use your own patches. But anyway, back to the keyboards. We're gonna. I want to let you know that you can use any keyboard. If you're not really advanced, don't waste all $400, $800 here and there. Just get something simple, guys, please. Because I know a lot of people who buy their stuff and don't even know what to do with it. They break it and then they can't get a new one. It's best to break the cheap one than to break the good one when you get better. So what I've got to go is I'm getting here's my microKORG right here. Okay. If you look on the back, you'll see right here your right, left mono, or headphones. Now if you don't have a synth keyboard, or you just have a standard keyboard, look for headphones. That'll work too. Look for headphones because once again, you're looking for output. Anything that can be pushed out is where you want to plug it into, because you want the keyboard to go out into the talk box, out the tube to your mouth. Okay? So that's it. So a lot of people ask me, well, what do I need? You're going to need a 1/4-inch cable, and for the Banshee, just a plug. And what I just use, like I said, left mono out. When I do mine, I like to crank my left mono to max so I can use my Rocktron Banshee to be the controller. Remember, here's a tip for all you guys out there. Make sure your amp controls it, not the talk box. Make sure your amp, or not the keyboard. Make sure your amp or your talk box is the master of tuning. Don't try to make it the keyboard, because when I went and did shows, I got all messed up because my keyboard was too loud or something like that, and it made my life easier when I knew when to tune my talk box. A lot of people ask me, well, what do you do? Well, when I first started, when I had my first Rocktron Banshee, this is my second, I marked it. Mark your knobs. That'd be great to mark your knobs. So that's one good tip. And now I'm going to go over and show you exactly what this will look like. Now everybody asks me, where's that black piece you put in there? I want a crisp, clear sound, so I'll make it for everybody. I took I guess a nipple thing from the store, and I hammered it in there. It's not a screw-on, I just hammered it in there. And then I got me, this is very important for everybody out there, what kind of tube you need. The tube that I use, and I think everybody should use, is 1/2 OD by 3/8 ID. I'm not going to get into what each and every of it means, because every time I tell people, they look at me weird. I'll just type it up there in the description. Just remember 1/2, 3/8 for a tube. Okay? And that tube is kind of tight, but you want it tight. I'm going to tell you that, stress that out. It has to be tight because you just want the sound to escape through the tube. So you tighten that tube in there, and look. See, I got my tube. And now I can play. So now I'm going to show you what I do.